workout 2 for today. We're gonna go over 2 exercises to help build unilateral strength. We're gonna be using a bencher box. We are going to be doing a side step up or lateral step up. So I'm using the bencher box. I'm gonna step up and slowly go down. We're gonna do 8 on each leg. Then we're gonna superset that with Cossack Lunges or Cossack Squats with a dumbbell. So you guys can follow along. Today's not gonna be a workout for prepare, endure, survive, but more a strength or accessory building exercise. So we're gonna do 8 sets. If you're holding your object, you can hold it like a goblet squat with a dumbbell, or each side on the head of the dumbbell, or if you're holding a kettlebell, hold a goblet squat. So other option is to place on your back, mimicking weight on your back like a pack. Leg is elevated on the bench box. I'm gonna step up, try to press through that midfoot and go slowly all the way down. Unilateral strength is really important for building one leg or one side compared to the other. You may notice that one side or one leg is stronger than the other, more flexible, more agile, depending on your experience and what you've done before. I believe that is 4 or 5. Counting and talking at the same time is hard. 6, we'll say that's 7, and then 8. So I'm wearing running shoes right now. They're a little more squishy at the bottom. I'd prefer to do this with like a flat shoe. A Reebok Nano is what I usually use when I work out, but any type of flat shoe that gives you nice solid stability would be good. But if you think about practicality when you're out in the mountains or hiking, whatever you might be doing in terms of terrain, you may not have the flattest or perfect surface. So changing up your environment is always great. Changing up the shoes, changing up your ground or stability of what you're doing is important. So I think that was 6, 7, and then 8. Good. So unilateral strength, like I said, is important. You're not always gonna have a flat surface or perfect surface. So I'm gonna show this from the back side, you guys can see. Again, 1 dumbbell on each side, or you can change the goblet squat. You're gonna go feet outside your shoulders, a good substantial amount. You can turn the toes out slightly. We're gonna do a Cossack lunge or Cossack squat. I'm gonna push my butt back. I'm gonna get as low as I can. I have the ability to get my hamstring to touch my calf. Then I'm gonna stand all the way up and then I'm gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna do a total of 10, so 5 and 5 on each side. If you can't get all the way down, then you can go to hip crease right above parallel or right to parallel, so you can kind of see right there. So if I do a side profile, as I push my butt back, chest is relatively straight up, I'm getting hip crease to my thigh there, and then I'm gonna stand all the way up together, legs extended, and then I'll switch. So again, if you're getting full range of motion, butt is getting down to my calf, hamstring touches my calf. Again, I have the flexibility and mobility to do that. If you don't, that's okay. Get as low as you can. But like I was saying, unilateral strength, unilateral flexibility, mobility, however you want to access or tap into it, is important in multiple ways. I think that's 8. Not only for the strength to climb, hike, maneuver, but also the ability to get into low positions where you can get out of them if you're bouldering and getting over top rocks or trees, whatever it might be. So that was 1 set. We're gonna do 4 total sets today. So left leg up. I like to start with the left elevated, and then I'll step up. I'll scoot back so you guys hopefully can see. So like I said, today's not gonna be necessarily a Metcon conditioning piece where the previous workouts for prepare, endure, survive have been. This is more accessory-based, strength-based as I do these exercises. So as I hold this object close to my body, it's in my front. Again, you can put it on your back as that will mimic a backpack, something you're carrying on your hike, your hunt, whatever it might be. Something to note when I do these is that you're pressing through your midfoot, but you want to make sure that you're really extending the hip at the top, squeezing your butt. I like to work the negative slightly, so I go slightly down at a nice controlled tempo versus just falling down. Notice I kind of land aggressively there, where here I'm just slowly working the negative. Again, you can change to putting that dumbbell on your back if you like. Man, talking and counting and breathing at the same time is difficult. So same thing for the Cossack lunges. If I'm mimicking that back pack idea, dumbbells on my back, resting on my traps, same thing for the Cossack lunges or squats. Now if you don't have a dumbbell, woo, knees popping on the left side. If you don't have a dumbbell, a kettlebell, anything object-wise to hold on to, you can always grab your backpack, throw your backpack on your body, and use that as your load. Pack it up with however much weight you think you have, 40, 50, 60 pounds for the hike or hunt, hike, whatever you're going for. I think I said hike first, dodge, dip, dive, and dodge. But the important thing is to take the training from the gym and apply it to outdoors and what you would have out there. Now, if you don't have an object or external load or bench or box, whatever you can do, then you can substitute. If you do have a bench or box but no external load, then you can just do body weight like I'm demonstrating for this round. The intention here is to slowly work the leg strength in that one leg, slowly coming down. If you notice that your knee's starting to come in a little bit, go a little slower and think of actively pushing the knee joint out slightly so it tracks over the middle of your foot. Again, you'll notice by the third round, this is the third round, I believe, if I'm counting correctly, you'll notice by the third round that one leg might be a little more fatigued than the other. That's okay. I recommend starting with your weaker leg or your leg that's maybe more challenged, we'll call it. The intention is to focus on that one first, then you do the second leg, if you have two legs. Now, if you have no bench or no box, and you're not able to step up, you could always do, reverse lunges going backwards. So before I do the Cossack, I'll demonstrate that real quickly. So if I'm here, I can take a nice big slow lunge, take a lunge back, slowly bring the knee to the floor, and then press up and bring the legs together. So instead of a traditional lunge where I'm 90 and 90 with my legs, I could bring my leg back even further. And again, no weight, no object. I could still do my Cossack lunges where I'm getting as low as possible and then I'm standing up. When I do these with my body weight, I like to bring my hands up in front of me as it balances me a little bit more when I do these alternating sides. So again, I'm trying to count in my head as I go along, that's 6. The focus here, again, is improve your mobility, your range of motion by getting all the way down. At the same time, building that leg strength in each individual leg. So by the time you go hiking, camping, hunting, you are able to have stronger legs to make it through the distance that you're doing. So nice and easy is our last round. Final round. Again, nice and slow. Now instead of focusing going forward, stepping more to the side with these. I'm definitely feeling this more in my left glute compared to my right. But remember when I did my mobility section earlier, that my hip flexor exercise that I demonstrated to you guys, the right side was definitely a little weaker in terms of that hip flexor strength going forward, but to the side, my right leg's crushing it. No pun intended. Good, we're about halfway with a set, 4 reps in. Remember, nice and easy. As you start out, start with a low box or bench you feel comfortable and relatively stable with. As you feel more comfortable, you can increase the load. You can also increase the height, right? So when you're outside, you're gonna get a multitude of terrains. You're not gonna always know the exact measurements. Is it 20 inches? Is it 10 inches? So playing around with what you have in the gym is gonna be important to change up your training. The more variety you have in the gym, the more that will prepare you for outside the gym. And that's the whole premise of Prepare, Endure, Survive, is to get you prepared for different types of terrain, get your body prepped for the endurance aspect, but also the intense climbs and hikes that you might have in a short duration or time frame. And then the survival piece is obviously having a body, your body, ready to get you where you need to go if something drastic happens. And also the survival aspect is going to be how to find shelter. Oof, my knees. And also how to build a fire and do what you need to do to survive. And that's where my friend Laura Zara will come in when we start doing videos with her. Again, the fitness component will be on my fitness app. You guys can check that out. Link is below. It's $1 for the first 30 days. These new programs will be coming later on. Not only the Prepare, Endure, Survive, but also the Home Fit program. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of accessory strength building component. If you like this more than the high intensity workouts, let me know below. If not, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Happy Friday for tomorrow. So enjoy your Thursday.